Good day. My name is Jaltech. I'm a partner at Jaltech, where we are the fund manager to a Section 12J investment called Infinity Anchor Fund. Infinity invests into companies that generate rental income. We typically invest into businesses that rent out medical equipment, security equipment, install fiber infrastructure, and really any businesses that enjoy rental income. Joining me today is Ellie Friedman. Ellie is the CEO of Secutech, one of the investee companies which Infinity has invested in. Ellie, good day. How are you?
Good morning, Jonty. Thanks for having me. Good, and you?
Good, thank you. Maybe to start off with, if you could give us some background into yourself, and then give us a high-level summary of what Secutech does as a company.
Yeah, sure. So my background, John, so I'm a CA by profession. I studied at UJ, and then I did my articles at Ernst & Young. After qualifying, I spent a year and a half in corporate finance at Ernst & Young as well, before moving and joining the Infosec Investment Holdings group, which is a group that is largely focused in the security industry. We saw quite a big need, especially in the security industry, being in South Africa, and that security assets are so integral and so essential. We saw quite a big need for a rental finance structure on security assets, because a lot of them are very expensive, and we're seeing a lot of SMEs and businesses, homeowners associations, body corporates didn't really have the money to outlay the capex up front. So we saw quite a need, and really Secutech was born out of that need. And what Secutech focused on is the rental finance of security infrastructure. So we allow people to rent it from us on a per month basis, and they are able to get their security infrastructure over a desired period of time according to their cash flow. So that's really what Secutech focus on.
Okay, and then if I can understand correctly, so your end customer, is your end customer the resident in the estate, or is it the board, the trustees? Who's your end customer?
Yeah, so the end customer are usually SMEs, businesses. So as a typical example, someone wants a CCTV solution in their offices. Or in the case of body corporates, the actual body corporate, which is a legal entity, want to install CCTV in their estate or around their complexes. So our end customer is the legal entity, so either the business or the HOA or the body corporates.
Okay, so I think, from a potential investor into Infinity, it's quite important to note that Secutech as a company takes credit-worthy risk, not on an individual basis, but on a corporate. And these corporates or body corporates will have a set of financials, a track record, and it will really assist you with being able to assess each deal, as opposed to taking risk on an individual basis. So from a risk perspective, it's quite a bit lower.
That's correct, Johnson. I think that's one of the big pivots in our model is that we view risk a little bit differently when it comes to the security industry. For example, a lot of traditional financiers are hesitant to be lending or extending any kind of credit to HOAs or body corporates. We look at the actual asset as being an essential. It's really an essential asset in these days. I mean, we know we all live in South Africa. And the constituents, the members of the body corporate and the HOA, is often spread and diversified amongst many different people, because those are the members of the HOA paying the levies. So we look at that as having an essential asset with a client base, even though the legal entity that we contract with is the HOA or body corporate. The underlying members of that HOA and body corporate is a diversified range of people, businesses, whatever that may be. So we actually find, and I think the history with these kind of clients proves that they often make excellent clients.
No, I think it's a sound business model, and from a risk perspective, it's really excellent. Obviously, COVID's hit many industries. How has it affected Secutech from a performance perspective?
Yeah. So it was interesting. It was interesting to note. Obviously, we've been following the progress very closely, as I'm sure as everyone else. From right from the beginning of the lockdown, the government had said that security services are an essential service, which obviously we fully agree with. So a lot of our clients and partners, we partner with a lot of security companies who actually affect the installation and the monitoring of the cameras. A lot of our partners continue to operate during the lockdown. So we were fortunate, very, very fortunate in this industry that the government viewed security as an essential service, as well as I think generally people in South Africa view it as an essential service. So what we've been seeing is perhaps a bit of a slowdown in applications, coupled with the fact that we've been obviously taking a very prudent approach, more a wait and see approach while we see how this virus plays out and the effect that it will have. But the really positive thing is that we've seen little to no clients even requesting payment holidays or structures or anything like that, because I think in uncertain times, security becomes more essential than ever, and that's something that we've been seeing in the last couple of months, which is very, very encouraging.
Okay. Yeah, we as a fund manager to Infinity, we have a very similar experience to you when we talk about new deal flow. So the asset rental market has been hit in terms of growth. So depending on the sector you're in, so you're obviously in the security sector, it's unaffected in terms of performance on a monthly basis. But in terms of growth, new growth opportunities, we're seeing it being hampered in the market, and it's reduced our pipeline of investments.
Yes.
Eddie, thank you very much for your time. I think just for our viewers to note that Infinity Anchor Fund has invested into Secutech since 2019. The asset has performed really well for us. If we look at it from a returns perspective, our investors or our investment into Infinity is generating a return in excess of our target. Our target return, if you ignore the tax benefit, is around 9.5%. With a tax benefit at 17.5%. So currently, Secutech's exceeding our expectations, and that IRR that I'm mentioning is after fees and all taxes. So it's a net IRR. We're really grateful that we've been able to partner up with Secutech and Ellie and his team. And Ellie, we really look forward to many more years of success. We're hoping to invest more money into Secutech as it grows, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. And likewise to Infinity, John. I think it's been very, very valuable to have a partner with Infinity to grow with. And we really do value the relationship, and we look forward to fostering that relationship going forward.
Great. Us too. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thanks, John. Cheers, you too.
Bye.